who he is.
I'm trying to say hey to everybody in the chat. Howdy, everybody in the chat. Hope everybody's doing well this Thursday evening.
I couldn't figure out what I was playing again.
Yeah, well, so just to sum it up for everybody, here's what happened. Chuck is going to Quartzfest this weekend. I think he's leaving tomorrow, and he will not stop talking about Quartzfest. It's first thing in the morning, he's texting about Quartzfest. Last thing at night, he's texting about Quartzfest. We said, hey, let's put that in a can and open it up on air.
I'm pretty sure we've been talking. Well, I won't say. I don't want to call anybody out.
You were going to say we've been talking about Jim's
Yes.
his email address or something like that. That was it.
Yeah, Jim's email's all messed up. Don't send him any emails, guys.
No, Jim's email is fine.
Oh, yours was okay. Hey, sorry, man. I'm running late,
you
guys.
You weren't listening. You were showing us your dingus before the show, and you cut off my story, man.
Hey. No,
Show it, flash it now, Chuck.
I had already read
dingus,
that
Charles.
story. I'd already read that story.
Show everybody what you got.
have.
Come on.
I haven't done a. I got to do a video here.
You are fake news.
Look at these.
That does look good. I thought you ordered that off of the AliExpress.
Nope, I printed that. Pretty
What are
easy
we
to
doing
print. It's
here?
off
This
a
is
Thingiverse.
super
I didn't design it.
I didn't do that.
Somebody done it.
I didn't do that either.
By God, somebody done it. I'm going to have to start ignoring the chat. It's going by too fast. My apologies, everybody. Oh, you're going to make me dizzy and fall down.
I did that to make you
Evening,
sick.
everybody.
Woo. Okay. So how was the music? Because it sounded real quiet here. Did it sound okay?
It was about right. I
Okay.
thought.
All right.
It's not like it was the first time when I had to turn the speakers down,
Right.
blowing speakers out.
Yeah, the first couple times that stuff was pretty loud, if you ask me. But.
It was. The music was not too good either.
So I'm doing a review on a gas mask.
Shane, what did I send you? I forget what I sent you, Shane.
I'm doing a review on a gas mask.
I remember now.
And I was working on it today, and look, that's me.
Look at that.
How about the Joe Brett? Where you at now, son?
Oh, very quick. Out. Put it out.
When you took that off,
You can
did
go
it pull
back
your
and get
hair?
that, you know.
Did it pull your hair?
No, it's got a nice neoprene 6-point harness that if you had a man bun, you'd be fine wearing that.
Chuck, how many times did a
Shane.
SCBA mask pull your hair when you took that thing on or off?
Jim, have you seen my hair?
Well, you were in the
Well,
fire
in the
department longer than me.
early days, yes,
Yes.
a few times.
Yes.
That's why I don't have any hair, because I was a firefighter,
right.
and the SCBA mask pulled it all out.
Every time.
This is a CBRN mask, CBRN.
Well, have you guys ever? I use these Rode Go-Tos. Okay, if you guys use these at all?
No,
What is that?
It's
Lav
a
mic?
microphone. So
like
yeah.
some Wi-Fi, Bluetooth stuff.
But for some reason, I keep hitting
Fancy.
buttons, and all of a sudden, I got left channel only because I switched them into each one has its own channel. I don't know what I do. I just hit the buttons, and I need to write the instructions down on how to put them back. Well, unfortunately, it's too late when you get it back. And then in my video, there's a squirrel running back in the back the whole time.
Well, how about that?
And you can actually see him because I didn't block him out. So I don't know. I wasn't happy.
I'm trying to catch up with everybody in the chat.
It's moving fast. What are you up to over there, James?
I'm saying hey to everybody in the chat.
I got the radio from James today, everybody. So everybody just can relax. It's the Yaesu 847,
They
right?
made it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't open the box though because I believe that Jim was suffering from COVID when he packaged that up.
I couldn't.
No.
I guess I could put that mask on
provided
when
test
I
I
unboxed.
took said I was negative at that point.
I was
got-
told that it doesn't last. Okay.
It doesn't, not unless
More
it's
than
in
a day or
warm,
something,
moist
or more than so many
environment.
hours or something.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I don't. So I
like
they haven't told us anything.
Alabama.
I haven't gotten a straight story on that. I guess I'll.
I don't know. I'd wipe it down.
There we go. Thank you, TC. We appreciate it.
Thanks, TC Fitz.
Some milk.
I've been having fun.
TC, thank you.
Yep.
Well,
I got
JT,
my
I'm
new
not
radio.
commenting on your bun, son. Mm-mm.
I got
JT
my
must
new
have been at the
radio, man.
baker.
What? I got my new ELAD.
Let's tell about it.
I gotta tell you, I've never sat in front of a radio so long trying to figure things. Not that it's hard. It was
Yeah,
fun.
you have
It's a
2.5
fun radio.
hours on Nuggets on D-Star that night. That was entertaining.
Well, that was an ICOM. They're difficult.
Have you
But-
got the radio where you can hold it up, Charles?
I can. I have to grab it though. Hang on.
Take it easy.
You
Look
can
how tight
start.
that headset cord got.
You
It's
can
ready to
bust
go.
a hip,
It's
too.
going to go flinging off his head.
Well,
This thing
it's gonna snatch
This thing
him
can
out of
reach the
chair.
whole room, man. Except my little red box that go flying off.
Dude, that looked fiddle tight. Like you'd be like, you play some Deliverance on that thing. That string was so tight.
Oh, I'll tell you that
Mike
this
Assassin in the chat.
You guys know-
that is our gift to you people is when we dance. That is our gift.
it's a gift.
You
And-
give us super chats, we gift you with our dance moves.
There we go. There's a little
it's a
TO
gift.
action live from. I think he's where did he say he was going?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
So
and
this
we
is
could
my
take-
this is my new radio.
Are you going to take that to Quartzfest?
Let me embed
Yes, it's
Charles.
oh yeah, I am going to because I really like it.
The
And,
FDM duo.
That's not
there
the
may-
red one.
There may be an icon for so I didn't get the red one. In the back, it's got 2 antenna ports.
Ooh, hold still now.
It's got all kinds of. Well, then it's got
Oh,
Ape's
so you
favorite
have a
thing.
receive. You have a receive only port and then a
Right.
receive transmit
and a TX.
USB.
The only thing I'd say that's kind of clunky about it for if you want to do FT8, which you guys know I'm not a big FT8. So this one here is to hook to the computer to do your software stuff.
yeah, yeah.
These 2 up here have to be hooked also if you want to do like digital modes. That's kind of weird.
That's very weird.
But I don't really care because I'm not a big digital guy. So
Dean, for enough amount of super chats, we could not dance. I'm just saying.
Well,
Oh, did
that
Mike see
RF
this?
in
Look here, Mike.
there's 2 small SMA connectors. That's for external filtering, right?
I think this is the same one Mike printed. I printed these a long time ago. This orange one a long time ago.
Yeah, and TO cut straight to the heart of the matter from wherever he's at.
What did he say?
Where's the HDMI port on it?
It
You
doesn't
don't
one.
need HDMI though
You
because
don't need
it's
HDMI for that. It's already
It's-
hooked to any TV I want to.
right.
I only know of one company that puts a HDMI in their stuff.
Ooh,
But
fun.
you HiComs guys like to call Yasu out on it.
The only company that is doing it is Elecraft, right?
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
I don't know. Flex might have one on theirs. I don't know. I don't know Flex that well. I am seeing the light though of SDR, real SDR radios. It does a lot
There we
more
go,
than
Jason.
there may be an icon for sale pretty soon. Just saying.
What
You're going to sell
your
that 705?
They're the same radio, kind of. Oh, and I showed you guys. I can do
I'm
the
going
screen.
to put Mike in timeout.
What
Was he
now?
sassing again?
He is. He's saying, name 2 Iron Maiden songs. No,
Mike knows his bands, man.
I'm not a
he's
huge
got to know.
Maiden fan.
You mean like 10 meters and 20 meters and stuff like that, or what?
Iron Maiden songs.
No.
Yeah. So Quartzfest. This will be my 3rd time to Quartzfest, and I think I said, was it the other night? When did we talk about this a little bit the other day? I think Jason's going to be there and Frank's going to be there. They want us to save them a spot. They obviously they didn't look at what Quartzfest is because it's just a big desert. So there's really not spots. There's areas, but we'll save them an area.
Well, we got Kevin in the chat. Kevin, you want to come on? We can
Kevin's-
hit
yeah,
you with a link.
bring
Bring
him
Kevin
in.
on the show because
Bring him
he's
in.
talking smack about some Maiden songs too. He's not talking.
Just-
smack.
Oh man, are you kidding?
Just
me?
make
digging
sure
it.
that you're semi clean. That's the only thing that we ask.
And your hair is perfect because it
Yeah.
usually always is.
I'll send you a invite.
It is,
in,
huh?
You're doing it, okay?
in Discord. Somebody pull up a Quartzfest website. I mean, we got to have a
I got
professional thing
it.
here.
I
You
got it.
Chuck.
And then we got Scott asking about his TS2000. He's asking for a friend. He needs to get it repaired. Where would you send that off to, Chuck?
His what now? Oh, dang. There's a guy. Man, Scott, email me, and I'll see if I can find it. I think there's a guy. He's somewhere in the Midwest, East, in the mid part of the United States that does Kenwoods only. Now,
I'm emailing you,
one,
Kevin.
Which one did he have?
The
TS
TS 2000.
Oh, the
That's
2000.
one of their newer ones, right?
Nah, it's their old Shack in the Box. It's been discontinued for a long time. Well, for a couple of years. There's a really good place. I sold a guy a TS 430. It got hit by lightning. He sent it into these guys, and he emailed me back and says, Chuck, this thing looks brand new now. So if I can figure out who it is, I don't know if he's on the site anymore. That guy probably doesn't remember. That guy lives in Texas. I'll have to look it up for you. Email me. Oh yeah.
No, you
let me
don't
get
have
back.
to have hair. It's just Kevin's hair is always perfect. Ours.
And so, what are you at
This is a
bigsexy at
mess.
hotmail.com? Is that
He has a
is
box.
that your email?
Yeah.
Ape has a ball cap. Chuck has a ball cap. I have this. We don't have good hair. Kevin has good
Whoa,
hair. I'm
did
kind
that
of
come
jealous
up?
of his hair.
There we go. Yeah.
So is this an
Mike,
organized kind of thing?
Fear the Dark. I think
This is an organized.
my favorite.
Let me get back to it.
Like a club sponsors it? Is there a flea market or vendors or
You
anything?
know,
Or is it just a bunch of drunk old people
There's just
in
a
the desert?
there's just a group of. I don't know. I don't think it's a club. Tell you the truth, it could be. Let's see
Okay.
what it says here. But there's a group of people. They do this every year. They've done it every year except for the like the first COVID year. It was kind of still there, but it's not. They have gone away for at least for now, which they probably will because it's a lot of work. They used to set up the big tent, like they have at kind of like at tree lots and for Christmas tree lots and stuff. And
So this is like Burning Man for older folks.
yeah, it
pretty
doesn't
much.
it doesn't get anywhere near wild like Burning Man. Believe me, they have a fire.
See? There
Now,
you go.
in here's a schedule. I think I brought that up. Did they share that?
Take your time, Chuck. Take your time.
Well, I can't see. I only have one screen here. Yeah. Oh, well, I didn't share that one. How come?
It is, Ron.
Oh, shoot.
Next week's show, we're going to have showing Chuck how to use the web browser.
No, I can use a web browser.
We
Believe
see
me.
what's new on the website screen. Is it opening
Okay.
up a new tab, Chuck?
I opened up a new tab and it didn't.
It
bring it
doesn't
over.
go over. Go over, copy the URL in that tab, come back to this tab and paste it is the fastest way. Otherwise, you got to stop and reshare it.
You must be just sharing a tab. He doesn't want you to see what his browsing history's up to. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what his browsing history
He,
is.
he was on cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
Right.
Cupcake with frosting on top. That's what we used to say.
Firepunks.com.
That used to be a little thing. My buddy, we were let's see. Oh, see, I didn't like that one.
There
Didn't
goes the
like that.
neighborhood.
I saw Chuck was in here trying to share a screen, so I figured I'd come in and help.
Thank you.
Where you been? Hey, Anthony.
Well, it's in the same. Shouldn't it switch over when I switch?
No, it does not switch the shared tab.
How about that? Did that work?
Nope.
No.
Just click on it in that and let that screen change, that tab change.
I did. That is what I did.
You want me to go to the Quartzfest site?
I got it.
You might.
on it.
Yeah. Dang, I felt bad. Sorry, guys.
Get rid of that. Keo is here, saving the day.
Let me clean mine up then. Shoot,
We invited Jason.
Jason.
Or Kevin, I mean, Kevin.
All right, what am I actually trying to share now? Now that I got
Well,
this
I
on?
went
know what
to
he's
I went
He's
to the
probably
next.
brushing his teeth because he's not he's not in the chat anymore.
Right.
Who's
Oh,
not?
he's
Oh.
getting
makeup.
I thought you were talking about me. I'm like, what? No, I went to one of the nether.
Hey, Matt.
I just opened up another page. I probably should have done it on the same one as what I should have done, right? That might
Let's
have
just
worked.
relax. If we're okay.
Oh no, it opened it in different. No, it opened it in a different thing.
Let's look at the 2023 Quartzfest schedule. There we go.
Cat Fur would do it, Christian.
That's where I
And it's
was. I was at
It's
the
a
schedule.
it's a PDF download.
Oh, maybe that's why I didn't show it.
That's crazy.
Totally it.
Remember how the web works?
There you go.
All right, there's the schedule.
I don't think Javi's doing a class this year. Can you read it? I can't read it.
He's setting up his gear now. That could mean anything.
Oh Lord.
Gear. He's on the testosterone.
So
I thought that said dance challenge contest. Like you just break out the safety dance or the stanky leg or something.
right.
They might actually do that. They have
Cast iron
a
cooking.
band that gets together.
the pet parade. There
You
will
know,
be a,
do they have
a huge collection of.
It's like I'm playing
Now,
Cards
if
with my
you
brother's
guys want
kids,
to bring,
folks.
if you guys want to bring your wives to this Quartzfest, even if they're not hams, they have things for your wife to do too. I don't know what they
She
do.
has stuff to do here. She don't need to go.
Okay, my wife doesn't go, but and my wife did go to Dayton. She actually enjoyed it for a little while.
I asked.
I think
Mom
Dayton is
if she
different
wanted
than
to
sitting in
go
the
to
middle of the
Orlando,
freaking
and she's
desert.
Like, no.
it's
If you
March.
drag your old lady to the middle of the dang on desert, and this is some dusty old desert,
My
be
wife likes
prepared to
camp,
get yelled
though.
at.
My wife camps though. She's a camper. She's camped in the desert before.
So this starts Sunday, the 22nd of January, right, Chuck?
Nice, Jody.
The 22nd. Yes, that's next Sunday, right?
Yeah, so we
this,
get the-
this coming Sunday, I should say.
Opening.
You got it, or you want me to do
ceremony.
it?
I got it.
That's all I
He
can do,
needs
folks.
some milk.
Thank you
got.
very much, TJS.
Thanks, TGS.
Thank you,
What's
TJS.
that?
1.0, the original.
Who said hootenanny?
It's on the
I
screen.
said hootenanny.
Yeah, it's Thursday. Thursday's a hootenanny. So Sunday we got the opening ceremony. We got the W7Q special event station. So if you're trying to make some contacts, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., there's going to be a special event station. Chuck, did you see that station last year? What was the setup?
They actually did have that in a tent, I think. There's a stronger station out there, though. It's this guy here.
Chuck?
Are you taking that? You're not taking your amplifier or anything, are you? You probably take that at RM Italy, right?
I probably will.
You had the
I haven't hooked
991A
it up,
last
though.
year.
I did, and I'm still taking that.
Well, I was gonna say the ELAD's got a better screen than the 991A. So
Yeah, I know. It does. It has a better screen than the 705.
well, I was talking about
Or
the
the se-
two. I was
or
talking about the
70
2x16.
Or 7610. I mean, shoot. If you want to
talking
go,
about the-
just let's keep going, bro.
My 705 screen's built in. I don't need no Bluetooth Android pad talking machine.
That was the other thing, dude. Jim basically didn't think I could do it, but I programmed my Bluetooth.
He wasn't the
I
only
did
one.
not think you could do it. I offered to help you.
But in all fairness, he
I
wasn't
know.
the only
Well, I
one.
didn't think I could do it. Tell you the truth, Jim. So it doesn't.
I
It's
just
not
didn't
so
wanna
bad
try
if you
and
thought that.
mansplain all that stuff over chat, and I was like, if you,
You know
want me to
what?
help, I'll be
I
glad.
just kept reading the instructions over and over, and then I said,
sweet
"Oh,
God.
Read
that
it.
guy." Well, what it was, he said he had to put it in multiple times. What I didn't realize, he was putting each command in multiple times, and that's how I got it finally. It doesn't tell you whether you're getting it or not.
Video coming out soon.
Well, look at this.
Yeah.
They got themselves some cast iron cooking.
They do. They do. Tell us about this distance
Maybe I'll
challenge,
take-
Chuck. What is the distance challenge?
They have a distance challenge, and it's a on the honor thing. I don't know how they. I think Randy. I don't remember who won. There's some guys with some pretty good antennas there. But it's whoever gets the longest contact during the week. I think it's the whole week. You have until the last day or two.
Here we go.
Thanks, Chrissy. No partying, Chuck.
He needs some milk.
Doing the hat
You know,
dance.
Chuck got pretty pickle pants last time, if I remember. Didn't somebody show up at your cabin all early in the morning with like a picture of Bloody Mary or Margarita
Chuck?
or something like that?
I think that was someplace else. That wasn't a
That was some
Quartzfest.
racetrack or something.
That was the racetrack. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little different crowd there. Those guys, I don't really drink that much, so
License
beers here and
testing,
there.
hacker
Taking a 12-pack
style
of beer,
badge.
man.
Oh, that is cool.
I guess that's an electronic badge like they hand out.
Oh, I
at,
want one of those. It's a
Oh,
2-meter
yeah.
transceiver and an APRS game in a badge. I want one, Chuck.
Okay,
they building
but
that?
I'm going to say this now for those of you who haven't figured this out. You probably don't want to wear this if you have a pacemaker. Just saying.
2-meter on your chest, yeah.
Or a
I'll tell
nitro
you
patch
what,
on your chest. Okay.
I've
Either
got
way.
one of those. I got one of those solar generators. It don't like 2-meter. Let me tell you. I'm going down the road, and all of a sudden, how come my fridge is off?
JT, have a good
'cause-
evening, man. 73, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, so
it
Chuck,
for a
take a
net.
picture of one of those, and then I'll let you know if I want one. It looks like it's
Okay.
interesting.
I'll
Yeah.
send it
We'll
to
do a
you.
Nuggets episode putting it together.
Chuck, just buy one and
Is
I'll
it a kit?
reimburse
I
you.
didn't even see it.
says-
I literally dropped that in my thing here, and then got on the screen.
We got an
So-
esteemed guest here. Let's go back to the.
Esteemed. And no talk about you know what, guys.
Oh,
Gentlemen.
he's got his dirty HDMI on.
Right? Got a target on his face.
Oh, why do I
Nice.
want to do that?
What are you doing?
I'm about to stop.
God.
I didn't have time to fix all that.
That's all right.
I had to grab all my camera gear out of the trailer because I am ready to go.
Nice.
So you guys are
Oh.
camping, shacking up out there in the desert. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
We're gonna be in the same area.
Oh yeah.
We appreciate it. You were as
Not
ready as
shacking
Steve
up.
was,
There's a
and he's
difference
regular.
between
He
in the
was
same
late,
area
so.
and shacking up. Ape.
Shacking up, shacking off, whatever.
Well,
Jim
what,
and
what radio
Tio
are you
shack
taking?
up.
What radio are you
do.
taking, Kevin?
We have- and
I'm going to be
we do it
taking
again.
the TS480,
Okay.
Ooh.
and
Is
then
that-
I may
which
take the
480 is it?
KX2.
Not expected.
Oh, the HX.
Oh, okay, 200. I might.
So the TS that's a fairly beefy size radio.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's
got
a-
the detachable head,
Looks like a 7100.
Okay.
like Chuck, and and the radio's all stuffed in a
Damn,
cabinet, so I can put that on the counter.
Do you have a
Nice.
trailer? I forget what you have. You have a trailer, right?
Yeah, I've been spending the last
See,
few
I'm,
days getting
I'm
that all
slumming
dialed
it,
in.
man. I'm slumming it. I've just got a box trailer.
Well, that's a trailer.
Yeah,
It
trailer.
is.
Hey, what chameleon antenna are you taking, Kevin?
I knew that was slumming.
It's actually a surprise.
So I don't need to bring any chameleon stuff to test again.
You can if you want, but I'll let you borrow mine.
Bring,
I
bring
only
some
ha-
car tennis.
I only have one, and that's the last one.
Are you
Yeah,
going to
Chuck,
participate in the cast iron cooking or the square dance or any of that stuff?
No.
or-
Hoot
I may have
nanny?
to take my.
You mean the
cast iron
Hoot
with
Nanny?
me. I have never seen the Hoot Nanny. I usually leave on Thursday.
Yeah, we'll probably
When
be
you're in a
staying for
box
that.
trailer, man. When you're in a box trailer, you can only stay so many days.
It looks
I
like a
don't
lot
know.
of fun stuff going on.
It does.
That's the kind of camping that we normally do. So this is right up my alley.
So this is the old man on the air camp that we've been talking about for a while. It's exactly what this sounds like.
It is. There's
ANSR balloon launch?
well, it's not just old men either. There's women that are hams. That
Well,
go to this. A
y'all
lot
missed
of
the
them.
Hoot Nanny.
Actually,
That Hoot Nanny was today, and so was the off-road trip.
No, next
That's
Thursday.
next week.
next week.
All right, well, I can't tell. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, what's new?
Yeah, they
How
got
long?
the
Are you,
off-road
how
trip.
long are you all staying there?
At least till Thursday.
I'll probably be there all week till
Are ya?
Sunday.
Oh, wow.
What day you're going?
We'll probably get down there Saturday.
Okay, that's when we're gonna get there. So, did I give you my number?
Roger.
The phones don't work too good there. I used to have one of those phone.
Flat phone? You got a flat phone
No,
here, Chuck?
one of the things that made your signal better, signal helper. But
In a bag phone.
when it went to
pill.
5G, it was no longer any good.
He checks out the phone. He's got to
That's how-
open
that's
up
how
his
they
phone
get
like
you.
that.
Well, Abe wants me to make sure I get pictures of you, Chuck. So we'll have to park near you.
Oh no, you
Kevin,
can
how
park
far
near
of a
us.
drive is that from you down all the way down to Arizona?
Probably same as
Um,
me.
It's a good 8 hours.
Oh, wow, that's not bad at all.
About the same as me. He just comes. I come from this way, and then he's going to come straight down, pretty much.
That'd be a 2.5 to 3 day drive for me.
Yeah. Well, you better start
You
now.
were.
Right.
You went to the Yuma
I did.
thing last year, though.
I did. That's how
You
I
were
know
a
how
week-
long a
couple
drive
weeks
is.
late. I know you do.
Yeah,
Are you doing
missed
that
the
again
week
this
after.
year, Tio? You going to Yuma
No.
again?
There's no Yuma
nobody's
this
doing
year.
that one.
Yeah,
Nobody's
it's
doing it.
canceled.
What? Why not?
Corruption. That's all I'm saying. I
Oh.
don't
There,
know.
there was like supposedly the friendliest
chain.
hand. Well, that's wait a minute. That's Huntsville.
Yeah.
What,
They had
what was
a
Yuma?
huge. They had a huge.
Yuma's the one with
giveaway.
the huge prize giveaway. They're giving away
Yeah.
like a 101D or something like that.
Gotcha.
705.
They make you fill out your
700.
government name on that prize winning ticket, though. That's how they get you.
Yeah, I didn't fill it in. Them. They have a
wanna
little
hang out around the campfire and do music unpluged. That'll be fun.
unpluged.
That's
Did
what
they
it
spell it
says,
wrong?
Unpluged.
Kevin, don't you
It
have an
does.
857 too?
He does.
Yeah, but I probably won't take that. I'll probably take the one they
What the 200 watts?
the
huh?
480s in the trailer, so that's just going to stay there. I don't want to mess
Oh,
around with
gotcha.
picking something up. And
Did you see-
I'm not going to operate much because everyone's going to have a radio. Can you imagine how that's going to be?
You know, I've
you
never
got your
had problems
filters ready.
down there. But I think we're camping closer to the group this time. We usually camp a little ways. It's like a quarter-mile walk, you know.
Are you guys
And I haven't
noisy?
Us, no.
Because if you are, I'll probably be further away.
No, we're
No. Chuck goes
No.
to bed at 8 p.m.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't go to bed at 8. I
Eastern
fall
time.
asleep at 8.
Eastern time.
Right.
Ready to fall asleep at 8.
And it's going to be an hour earlier there, so I'm going to go an hour later that night. So
So you don't go to bed at 8. You go to sleep at 8, which means you go to bed at 5.
Yeah. Never mind.
Well, I tell you, Kevin will get to see the greatness that is the ELAD when he's out there.
What's the ELAD?
Oh, show it again, Chuck.
Maybe he was
Chuck, show
late.
your dingus.
The only thing he's talked about more than Quartzfest is this ELAD.
Ooh.
Hey, that's the same knob that's on the G106.
It is.
I'll tell you
I
what,
told him that. I think it made him mad.
So this innards are probably the
Oh,
same
I didn't
too.
even see that.
I
Jim.
wasn't here.
The only thing that's a little shady on these is the tuning
Operator
knobs.
knob.
The tuning knobs
Yeah,
a
the
little
knob operator, same thing.
little shaky. Mine's not too bad yet. That's
It's
one of the
shaky?
things.
So it drifts.
Yeah,
Is that
I'm
what
having
you're saying?
problems. I'm having problems with this one though. In standalone mode, it sounds terrible. I think maybe somebody blew the speaker up. I bought this used, so. But from a guy
That's
I
how they
know
get
who's a
you.
good ham, he did say it sounded pretty bad. But I tell you what, when you put it on the laptop, it's like,
No
oh my
brisket
gosh.
this year.
What I would do, Chuck, is I would
brisket.
take a look at that speaker though, because the speaker could be damaged, but I wouldn't expect a speaker on a single mono speaker like that to be able to perform. Like a
Well,
laptop.
here's the thing. I've plugged other ones into it, and it sounds the same. So
no.
I don't think it's
Ladies
that.
circle. Uh-oh. Ladies drink
Yep,
for
that ladies circle.
I'll meet you over there, Chuck.
right?
Yeah, we'll go pick up at the.
I'll be there.
My wife's probably
Cruising for
watching.
hands.
My wife's going to be with me, so
There's a happy hour. That's awful early in the day, though. I thought it's typically the early bird with that crowd. What is that, 3 to 3:45?
To 4:30.
all right. I think you need to load that Jeep and get your butt out there for that.
That's
kind
not
of
even an
comment.
hour, man.
Right. It would be fun. The thing would drive
Nebraska,
me
it's not
crazy
that
is
long.
the dust. The dust would drive me
Yeah.
crazy.
There's no dust.
Yeah, they don't allow it.
I've never been there to this place, but I've been. Utah is a lot like that, and so in the winter like this, it's all stuck to the ground. It's just cold.
It's a little dusty.
Oh, they're asking if Natalie will be there. Glamham.
I'm sure she will.
Yeah.
I haven't heard from her.
And then Jerry
Or-
and Amy are going to be there.
Yeah, Jerry and Amy are almost always there. What's his name from ICOM is
Pretty much,
usually there.
man.
Ray.
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 Ray's normally there, right?
Ray had a family problem last year. He had to leave early, so I didn't
Off-road
know-
trip. Nice.
You know, the problem with the off-road trip, my bike is not street legal, and I'd really love to take my my 4Runner down there, but I can't get everything there because that would be a fun. That's one of the things I've always wanted to do is the 4x4 thing. And I think one of these years, if my wife goes and I take my motor home, I'll pull the 4Runner down, even though you can't flat tow it supposedly.
Are you going to ride the motorcycle around when you're down there, or is that just you just like to park it at the front of the campsite and have,
You
have
know,
something
it
it's
fun?
on the
looks
ladies.
you look cool when you
Target's
got the
ladies.
motorcycle, and all the women look at it, especially the 90-year-old women. They're like,
So you use that as bait. You put that out there as bait.
yeah,
It
it's
can
great.
get you
Cruising for
the
the
grand.
No, we
cruisers.
actually ride. You know, Javi
great
took
Grand
it.
Cougars.
Javi took his son's Grom. You guys know what a Grom
Uh-oh,
is?
Kevin's
Yeah.
got a gas station cable issue going on.
Believe me. Oh yeah, he does.
Oh,
Joe Brett, where you at?
Where's Joe Brett?
Somebody
Where's Joe
grab
Brett?
us. Screen capture. Keep that up there, Ape. I'm doing it.
Kevin, you look like you got something you want to say.
Got it.
He looks happy.
Got it. That
He
has
looks
been
happy.
reported for
That's
posterity.
funny.
And future mockery.
So they canceled FT8.
What the heck?
What do you mean they canceled FT8?
It says it right there. Why FT8 canceled?
Hold on,
kidding
son.
me.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, you're not
That's
even
gonna
sharing the
break-
screen.
Too
Wait
many
a
old
minute,
people
what's
there.
going on
That's
here?
why.
That's gonna break my heart, man. No FT8.
It's like I'm sitting here playing cards with my brother's kids or something.
Between y'all's gas station cables and all that other rigmarole
They're-
and all that stuff going on.
I'll
Touch
tell
your
you
mic,
what.
Ape. Touch your mic. Touch your mic. Touch your mic.
Oh, he
I am,
fixed it.
son.
Oh,
It's
it's
fine.
not doing it now.
It's good now.
Okay.
I'll
No,
tell
it's
you
his
what.
phone.
Their 4x4 excursion is pretty well organized. I got a guy that's done it. He does it. I think the same guy that's in charge of it every year, and they make sure everybody has. I mean, you're with a bunch of hams, so everybody should have at least 2 meter, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't, they make sure you're in between people.
Walter said he got the external speaker, and I would.
You know,
totally
Walter,
recommend
mine
that.
sounds bad on the external speaker too. So there's
Yeah, but is
something-
yours like a gas station external speaker, or is it like like the right
Yeah.
one? Because they got different ohmages on them things.
It's this one
Yeah,
here.
if you have mismatched.
I got this at the
impedance-
gas station.
Bose. Yeah, that's probably wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably only
No, I
4
hooked-
ohms.
I hooked my computer speakers to it. I'm like, oh my god, it was like almost blew me out of the room. But it sounded terrible. I don't know that it's not a setting. And if Walter knows, he probably knows a lot more. I've only had mine for 2 days, Walter. So I'm suspecting there's a setting in the radio that's not right. That's for
We're glad he's
for
got it. 'Cause
standalone.
it's all he's been talking about in chat for 3 weeks now.
Well, it's either that or your email. At least the ELAD's interesting.
So we can pretty much stay away from the yard sale. No adult materials or weapons allowed.
Oh,
They use the W word even.
I hear, last year Randy
In Arizona,
unloaded a bunch of stuff,
Right.
from what I understand. And I didn't.
when I was in the
I didn't
Air
make it
Force
that
in
long.
the 80s, I was stationed out in Phoenix at Luke Air Force Base, and I was in the motorcycle shop looking at bikes. And Arizona was the first state I ever witnessed where they had open carry. I thought some shit was about to go down.
Oh,
Because some long-haired guy came in there and he's carrying a Colt Peacemaker and a leather drop down with a leg tie. I'm like, oh god, here we go.
Don't get any
And
better than
chaps.
that.
Was he wearing chaps?
No, I don't think so.
Spurs? Did he have spurs on?
No, he's like a greasy motorcycle.
Ape, when you were doing all that screen rearranging nonsense, messing it all up, you kicked Kevin out.
No.
Kevin, where did you go?
His
Come back,
screen
Kevin.
freezed. He's got the link. His screen freezed. He's working on getting it straightened out.
rebooting, man.
Richard says
What?
Glamham's not going to be there. Scheduling conflict.
Oh, she's not.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That stinks.
Yeah.
But well, let's get back to the main site of this Quartzfest. It's the PDF isn't doing it for me. It's not scratching the itch.
Right?
It's
You
not
mean you
scratching
still don't
the
want to
itch.
go? What do you want to see?
Not
Photos.
Now this is in
Oh, yeah.
this is in
She put the photos
Quartzsite,
up.
Arizona. For those who are
Yes,
asking
yes,
where
sir.
it is.
Yes, sir. And Quartzsite's like you come over
There
this when
we
you come
go.
when you come in from California, you come over the hill, and all of a sudden you see nothing but trailers and motorhomes everywhere. Kind of looks like that. I might be in that picture actually.
All right, we got Kevin back.
I was right next to the guy on the. That's Kevin's. Oh no, that's
Are you in this picture, Chuck? Oh, there you are in the
wheelchair.
scooter.
yeah. I'm next to the guy in the scooter.
Is that your trailer?
No. I have a.
That's probably
box
Randy.
trailer, man.
You have to watch
there's
Chuck's
a-
video.
Yeah, I'd have to
Which
get
one?
back.
I'd have to watch it.
Oh,
Let's
Did
take a
I-
look. Let's
did
take
I
a look
have
at
some-
that
I think I had
picture
some
with
pictures.
the drone. Hopefully he has a license for that thing.
There's a guy that
Well,
does
no,
drone videos every year.
He's taking a picture of the drone. He's not taking a picture
Yes.
with the drone, so it's perfectly
So the
legal.
guy, he's probably street legal.
How do you know what that drone's doing?
The
It doesn't
drone's
matter.
Taking a picture of you.
I'm saying
That's a
I'm hoping
picture
the
of
drone
a drone.
pilot.
It's auto advancing the slides, by the way. I'm not being stupid here.
You're hoping that drone pilot is fully licensed and certified by the United States government.
Yeah.
That's not a piece of
What is
plastic.
that thing?
Yeah.
A dog.
It was a dog.
I take my Mossberg Cruiser 12 down there to take care of those drones. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Because I don't like people droning me.
Drone.
Now, like I said, there's some pretty good antennas. I have a Moxon down there. There's a guy that had a Step
Oh,
IR
if you
there.
had that word, bingo.
There was a Step IR there. I think I had some pictures in my video actually.
So is this where you're singing "Kumbaya" right here?
This is the
Chuck was
the
doing some
campfire
stand-up.
area. Yeah. See, that was my crew. That was the people that showed
That's
up
what I'm
for
talking
me. Actually,
about.
I
Me.
don't even do any talks there. I help
The
Javi out.
babes there.
Nice.
See, Steve
know
would
what
like
that
something like
is.
that.
I would. I'd love it.
I like that you don't have to pick a spot and all that kind of stuff. You can just
Yeah.
kind of park wherever.
My problem is I got to
Are there
figure out
any
how to
are there
get
any
from
facilities
Quartzsite
there?
to Orlando.
There's
by car.
There's like 4 of those blue.
What's
What
Gordo?
do you call them?
He's got a. It's
Yeah,
official.
Gordo's
He's got
there
a
every
yellow
year,
vest.
man. Gordo's one of
Gordo's-
the guys that kind of organizes it. I think
All right, what radio is that?
It's an icon of some
looks
sort.
like an icon.
It's an
to me.
icon.
Well, yeah, because it's written right on the top. Which
It's probably
icon?
718.
Not that I can see that.
It's not drifting.
I keep moving the photo back. It keeps moving forward on me.
Oh, look at this.
I
Is
see,
that
I
Chuck's
see an
antenna?
N connector, and I see an SO239, and then there's 2 more SO239s on the bottom,
Yeah.
and it's got a built-in sound card.
Is that a 90? What's the one that's jazzier than mine?
Well, there's a call sign on the back of that. You might be able to pull that up his page up on the QRZ.
That's Gordo's
Yeah.
call sign, WB6NOA.
That might have been the. That's actually the one they were using. They're all icon guys. I will have an antenna like that, Kevin.
See, now that
We'll
picture
see.
there with the hot dogs? It's all fun and games until someone loses a wiener.
Right, you get
Right.
your wiener roasted.
And when they get the marshmallows out, watch out.
So Scott, I'm towing a trailer, and I need to find a place to camp for the night along the way. That's the logistics problem. There's Chris,
There's Chris. How do you know Chris?
because I met up at
Yuma.
Oh, Yuma with them. Okay.
That's a. If it wasn't for all them campers in the, go back. Can you go back?
I can. I got to fight though.
He's
Right
gotta
there.
to power,
pick the
Steve.
right time.
If it wasn't for all them campers in the picture, that's a damn fine picture right there.
Yeah, that's the way the whole desert looks out there in that
I mean,
area.
it's just. Yeah, I used to be stationed out there. I loved it out there.
I like the desert. It's kind of high desert too, I think, isn't it?
I don't know. Maybe I'll. I don't have any way to camp though. I'd have to
56
camp in a
Pro
tent on
is what
the
Andy
dirt.
says.
The tent would be cold.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, tents are not the greatest because it does get windy out there.
There you go, Jim. There's the picture you wanted.
There it is.
Much
Yeah.
better.
Bunch of kids.
And paper.
That's some of those
You're-
cactus out there that grab onto you and they don't let go.
Oh yeah.
So you got to carry your Leatherman with you.
Have you guys got any medical support out there in the middle of the desert? I mean, with that many pacemakers and
Chuck.
back conditions, I would be concerned.
I turn my license in just before I go because you never know. Actually, no. All joking aside,
Birmingham.
a lady got on the radio last year and called for help because her husband had a heart attack.
Oh no! I think I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, I don't think he made it. I don't know. I can't say for
Well,
sure though.
that was where I was going. I was kind of joking around about it, but I'm curious how many facilities
that.
are out there because you're
Looks like
pretty
fun.
isolated,
I'm
aren't
gonna
you?
see if I can get
Well,
some
Jim,
good
did you
pictures
know
like
that
that?
the town of Quartzsite's only 7 miles away, and there's an even bigger place called Quartzsite RV
Yuma?
Show.
Oh,
Okay.
that thing is awesome.
I've never
Yeah.
been there. I don't know where it is.
Kevin, we
Check
may
that
be
out.
going to that.
I thought
I'm
you were out in the
definitely
middle of,
going to there.
Nowhere.
We didn't get to go last year. Things just didn't work out. They messed around with Javi's class that he gave, and it ended up messing up our whole week, kind of.
What do you mean?
Javi,
And what was
Javi
his
does.
class on?
He doesn't rate because they don't really know him very well. He's not. He's not Gordo.
There he is.
Who's
What
that?
was his class on, son?
Oh, SOTA. It's funny. He's kind of like Kevin. He's a big fan of a certain
There's
antenna,
Quartzsite.
and
Holy crap!
it was the only antenna he couldn't get to work right that day. And I'm like, dude, that's not a resonant antenna. I don't know how you've ever got it that way. It's not a resonant. It's made to use with a tuner. And the one he hated the most worked the best. So
So, what do you do for cell
There it goes.
phone and internet coverage while you're out there, Chuck?
I'll tell you what, cell phone is I was telling the guys earlier, it's not very good. I used to have one of the boosters. When the phone system went to 5G, my booster no longer works. So,
I'm taking my booster.
do you have a booster?
Oh, yeah.
You can park right next to me, Kevin.
And because of my ham, I have a tall mast that goes on too.
And you got the
Yeah.
directional.
Oh, yeah. The
Oh, you have a
Yagi.
directional one?
Yeah, the Yagi,
Yagi?
inside the plastic.
Do you
Mr.
think that's
Yagi?
better? Because you do
Absolutely.
have to. Yeah.
Signal link.
Well, I
So
do
is it-
too, but you have to know.
When you
Well,
refer
there's
to
a.
it, do
You have
you call
the.
it
This bird's like,
Miyagi?
you better not be taking my picture.
Wow.
Say that
Are you
again,
talking
Chuck.
to me? Are you talking?
Yeah, y'all talking at once.
Do you have the apps that shows you where to point? It's called Antenna Point or something like that.
Yeah, for the
don't
TV
have my
part,
phone.
I don't know that it does it for the phone, does it?
You can
Oh, I'm-
you can do it for the data download the old fashioned ham way.
Yeah.
Point
Yeah, they
it
have a
point it
phone
to the
one.
north and then do a download speed test
Yeah.
and then point it to
Oh,
the west
maybe-
and do a download speed test.
It's got some DB ratings in there, so you can see which band is lighting up. So my wife will be inside, and I'll be aiming it outside. And she'll say, "Okay, that's good," and then I have to stop.
All right, I'll have to
There
check
you go.
yours out then. The one I had was the little one that was like a portable one, and you just put your phone in the cradle. It wasn't very good.
What is
back.
mine? I forget the name of mine, but it's a house-related one. It's meant
Oh,
for a
okay.
home, so it's got a lot of juice. And I replaced the coax, the RG6 crummy stuff, with some nice LMR 400, and
It's the
that
wrong,
helps.
Isn't it the wrong
Low
ohms? though?
loss.
No, mine's 50 ohms. The antenna is 50 ohms, and the booster itself is 50 ohms.
Oh, because RG6 is 75, I think, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't think Kevin's going to be there. He said in his
Yeah.
video he didn't like it because it
Kevin
was too
Lawson,
crowded.
yeah.
Oh, he doesn't like the crowds.
Oh,
He
different.
did come the first year I went. I actually made he was doing man portable, and when Javi and I did the SOTA, took all the people out for SOTA. I made contact with him, and then Bob borrowed his radio. I made contact with Bob. It was all of like 5 miles.
Are you UDA, Bob? Mm-hmm. Well, there's always that one guy walking around there with a big old mag loop sticking up way over his head, and all. You always see that guy at the big ham fest.
That was
Peter
Kevin.
Parker?
But it wasn't. Yeah, Peter Parker.
Right.
Kevin just had he had a little backpack on with with a vertical sticking out of it, and we weren't too far away. It was probably maybe 10 or 15 miles.
Now, do they have like a big old part picking swap meet over there or anything like that?
They
or-
do. And I've never made that because it's late. It's like the Friday or Saturday, I think. It was on that list probably. And like I said, Randy got rid of a bunch. He took a bunch of stuff with. I should have hit him up before and find out what he was selling.
Well, that's a good. I like those things. I like going
Those
through
guys,
there.
they don't know me though.
What are you talking
Randy
about,
and
Chuck? You're on
Randy and
the,
Dave.
You're on
Randy and
the
Dave,
internet's premier ham
They
radio.
don't. They don't
YouTube
have a
show.
clue. They don't. You know what? They don't have a clue. Who? They didn't. I don't know if they even knew who some of the other guys who were like Bob. I don't think they knew who Bob was. And Bob's been around forever.
Well, he buys his subscribers. I'm just kidding.
At the gas station.
The gas
Quartzfest
station.
has been
Gas
around for a
station.
long time, many, many
It
years.
has.
That's what they were
I think
saying.
I think as long as Gordo's been around.
Well, there's a lot of people who aren't hams that actually go because it's such a big to do out there, right?
To Quartzsite. Not so
Yeah.
much to Quartzfest.
Yeah, they have Rockhound. They have all kinds
Yeah.
of different groups. It's not
That
just
same
ham.
that same week.
Yeah,
We actually, I rode my motorcycle to the top of almost to the top of the SOTA. It was like this, dude. I couldn't believe I was like on the handlebars. It was so freaking
sideways.
steep. And when I got done, I got down really fast, and so I had time. And there's just people parked off over by the riverbed, which there was no water there, of course. And I asked them what they were doing.
Never
They were
been to
looking.
any
There's a prehistoric Indian foot in the rock. I guess it was mud when he stepped there, and I actually saw it. We actually found it. It was pretty cool. Yeah, and then there was like a wolf or something. There was something following him, and it was right behind it. Either that or he had his own dog. Who knows? I'm sure it's.
Well, there's some scientists
tails.
out there. Like you can tell this is
Tails.
a wolf footprint because of the pronation.
And
of
the
front
Indians may
paw.
have had their wolves might have been their pets, right? I mean, it's not like he
I don't
was
know.
chasing them to eat them
I
or
wa-
something. Maybe I don't know.
now this
They
is going to
could've
be
been
different
told.
than a ham fest, like you guys are all used to going to.
It is
where it's all
different, yes.
enclosed and
Yeah.
big tent. Gotcha.
The first year I went, there was tents, but that was for classes. There's like really no vendors. I will say that Ray always donates. There's a guy that donates 20 ball fangs every year,
Bullfight.
and Ray upped him. I think Ray does 21 icons.
Ray Novak
Wow.
donates
Yeah.
21 icons.
Well, what about the
Not gonna
wireman?
be-
The wireman got a little spot.
I have never seen the Wireman that I know of. Now, I did talk to a guy. You guys know what a screwdriver antenna is, right?
Yeah.
Vodka
No.
Orange juice and vodka and skipped orange juice.
in a chair.
Am I going to throw mine in just so I can show you what one is? No.
Vodka, orange juice, slow gin, Southern Comfort.
So there's
Yeah.
a guy there. He made his own. And I'm like, hey, dude, did you make those? It looks pretty cool. And he was telling me all about it. It was, and you guys know me. I like making shit, so that was fun. But like I said, there was quite a few antennas. One guy had a step IR. That was probably the most expensive. My antenna didn't cost much because I built it, but I probably hung with him.
I
was
was
running
running
like
buddy hexes there.
200-300.
Yeah, you see a
Buddy
lot of
hex.
hex beams there. Is what
I'm gonna have
pictures look
I'm gonna have the Chucky hex there this week. Yeah.
That sounds like a good time. So,
Debut.
are you boys going to do
Debut.
any kind of queuing, barbecuing over there? Any grilling? What do
Of
you,
course.
What do you got in the cooler?
You know,
Let's
it's
talk.
funny. With the cooler, what do you want? I've got some Modelo's.
Miller Lite, you
taken.
know what he wants.
Well, I'm thinking that you got some steaks in there too, right? Or some ribs, or
Oh
what do you
yeah,
got?
yeah. We got some steaks. I'm gonna take pork loin.
Hey, Chuck, you know Miller Lite's cheaper than ice packs.
Yeah,
Is it
it
now?
is. Oh yeah, I freeze them and use them for ice baths.
I'm telling you, Miller Lite's
It's all
about
water.
a buck a can.
all
That's
water.
not cheap beer, if you ask me. A buck a can. That adds up quick. You know what I mean?
Especially when you go through a case a night.
I got 6 right now on ice sitting upstairs.
So
calling my name.
I'm glad Kevin's going to be there because I may need help with that hex beam. It's
Nice.
rained so much here. I haven't had a chance. I set it up
That's what I
one
was gonna
day,
ask you.
and that's all I got to set it up, and I didn't have any of the wires done yet.
It's
I
got to
have
rain
no
that
clue.
week though, Chuck.
Yeah, maybe it will. It's. I mean, it rained here for 3 weeks solid, so I haven't had a chance to set it up again. So
I had to
we'll
get on
see
the
if it
RV
works.
and get the snow off this afternoon.
Oh wow!
And it's
Oh,
supposed to
that's right.
snow
All
again
right,
tonight.
Where in Utah do you live? Where are you at?
Like 30 miles south of Salt Lake City ish.
Town? I know town's
Uh,
there. I know that area.
You're
Provo?
up there by Thump.
Oh,
Thump
Provo?
is right
No.
there, I believe.
Yeah, he's close.
We used to go to the ATV jamborees. There was two
Oh,
of
yeah.
them. I brought our group brought almost all the trophies home one year. We're all decked out because we ride in riding gear instead of our clothes because they get pretty messed up, you know. Nobody there. We're like, you talk about walking into that bar and you're the only person there that looks you look totally different than everybody else in the bar. That's the way we looked that whole weekend. The next year we go back, everybody had riding gear on. Everybody. It was like we changed the whole culture there.
Chuck's a trendsetter. He can't help it.
Definitely.
Right.
I won the tractor. You guys ever seen the big tractor pulls where the big diesels pull those big tractors and the thing just keeps going into the ground and eventually
Sled,
stops
yeah.
them?
Yep.
Well, they had a sled for quads, and I won the thing every year that I went. And the whole time we're there, these guys.
Nobody enters that one from what I heard.
Nobody can beat the Polaris's. Blah 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 blah. That's all I heard all week. Well, I ride Hondas. I had a Honda quad. It's like the first quad ever made. That was 4-wheel drive. So I get out there and I got on it. I was afraid to shift it, and that's what the Polaris had. They don't have to shift. They have an automatic. It's just
Yeah.
CVT.
Once you shift, you lose it.
So I didn't shift. I was afraid I'd break my tranny. So I just put it in first gear, and I hung over the front tires as far as I could. And I told my buddy, I go, get your weight over the front tires because they're going to lose all the traction first.
Yeah.
And I've got nubs like an eighth of an inch tall. My tires are totally wore out, right? So I went in, and the guy comes over. He goes, "Hey, what you done to that quad, boy?" I'm like, "Well, what are you talking about?" I ain't never seen one of them quads run like that before. I'm like, I put an air filter and an exhaust on it. Oh, we're gonna have to make you run modified next year.
Right.
I go, that ain't modified. They argue. So next year I'm running a modified. I'm running against a guy with a GXR 1000 motor
No,
and a
1000?
and a quad frame. Guess who beat him 3 years in a row?
I don't know.
Barely
Hobby?
the last time. I beat him like by 2 inches the last year. And so he was talking smack. There's this one-legged guy that built his own just like his, but the guy had no money. This guy had his built, right? He didn't build one thing. He might have wiped the dirt off it once, you know. So he's making fun of the guy. He goes, "You see that one-legged guy built that piece of crap?" You know, I go, "Hey, dude, you get yours running good this year? Mine always runs good." I go, "Didn't run very good last year when I whipped your ass."
Nice.
I don't like people that do shit like that. You make fun of a guy that actually built his own stuff. And this guy pay me the money, you know. He did have it run good the last year. But see, I went before him and I dug a hole for him to go through. When they wave you off.
You cheated a little bit? Is that what you're saying?
Oh heck yes! I'm 13 horsepower and he's 300 horsepower. You know, I was like, that's fair. I argued with him.
Well,
I said,
I guess if you ain't cheating.
I go,
You ain't
if
trying,
one of those
right?
guys in the Banshees takes that thing 10 feet, I'm going to park it at Sherry's house because Sherry was one of the people in charge. They were like, what? I go, it's not fair to them to run a race bike against my freaking 4x4. You know? Mm-hmm. Let's get back on to Quartzfest.
So are you you're
I like
taking the
Utah.
motor?
I'm gonna have to get some drone footage of Chuck on his bike and some super slow mo pulling away from a stop. That'd be
Throwing up a
awesome.
rooster. Throwing up
Yeah.
a rooster.
I got a really nice dirt bike. I wish it was
There you
street
go.
legal. I could probably street legal in your state and that state, but not in my state. But
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
we can split lanes. So.
Well, what else are you going to do at this Quartzfest?
Well, they have a big fire. They ask people to bring, if you guys are going, all the wood at my house is wet, but they asked you to, if you can bring a little wood for the campfire. I was going to bring some for our little campfire if we had one, but like I said, it's rained here for quite a while now, and I didn't have mine covered. I should have covered it up, and I didn't. I
Is
might
that
throw
for the
some in anyhow.
unpluged? unplugged part around the campfire.
Yeah. So
Can't you get some of that gas station firewood? Don't they sell that at the?
You can. I've got
Get
one of those
everything
little
at the gas
solo
station out
stoves. I
there.
made it. You guys know you know what a solo stove is?
Cleaning my
The
cable.
cables? I made my own. It works pretty good, I have to tell you.
Chuck made his own camper trailer. He made his
shoulda-
own pickup
I sh-
truck. He made his own
I
ATV.
did. No, my truck I bought.
Hey, Spotter.
Man,
I saw Spotter last night, man.
You saw
So-
him last night?
Yeah.
Was he like peeking in the
You were
windows
there.
or something?
Weren't you there? Weren't you
you
there?
in Iowa last night, Chuck, or what?
No,
I thought we had a meeting last night.
I don't think Spotter was there.
No, he's not there.
Oh, he wasn't? Sorry,
No.
Spotter. I didn't see you last night then. Oh,
I mean,
no, it
maybe
wasn't.
y'all met up at the La Quinta. Yeah, I don't.
At the Mermaid. At the Mermaid.
The Mermaid Inn. The Mermaid Inn. That's where
No,
you're going.
Mermaid
huh?
Avenue. It's on Mermaid Avenue.
Mermaid Inn, Mermaid Avenue.
so what else
sounds
do
like
they
the
do
same
out
place,
there?
right?
They have a lot of classes, and I didn't look at the list yet. I should, because since I'm leaving tomorrow. But some interesting stuff. Some stuff that's like way up there. Like they did the APRS class, and this guy's talking this and that. And I'm like, yeah, I don't understand anything this guy's saying. I mean, he got really, really technical. I just go, how do you work it? Just tell me how to work it.
Yeah, APRS is cool and all, but I mean, I don't know if I'm going to sit through the class on it and everything like that. I don't get all whipped up over it. Like
It was a
I don't
tough
do any
class.
of the
Some-
classes.
some hams, the APRS. Like that, the
APRS
first
is
thing.
a solution to a problem I don't have. So
Jim, you have so many
Well,
problems. You don't even
when
know
you
what
don't
problems
leave
you
that
have.
seat, when you don't leave the seat, there's no reason to have APRS, man.
Man, you use APRS, you're telling everybody where you're at.
It's
right.
not
That's how they
about
get you.
position
That is
reporting.
how they
Shut
get you.
up.
But I'm just saying, it's all trackable like that.
Did you guys track Kyle that time he was doing it? I did it for a little bit.
You know, TO's going to be. It's
He
not about
walks pretty
position
slow.
reporting. Like that's like the people like FT8 is not a weak signal mode. You know, or whatever.
Yeah, people who tell the truth, right? Yeah.
People who like to echo
Right.
stuff. Everybody who uses APRS uses it for position reporting.
It's
Pretty
one of the
much.
many tricks up its sleeve. You can get the
And
weather.
everybody's like, no.
You can
I use it
send
for weather
text messages
reporting
to your wife.
to tell us where the weather's at. You know what I mean? It's always got
let's
position
just
reporting.
let's just review. Okay, honey, I'm going to use this radio, and I want you to use this radio. And if I
Nope.
need to text message,
I don't
you,
think
I'm
she
gonna
can
text
text
No
that.
radio
on this
necessary.
radio.
No
But I'm
radio
gonna-
necessary.
I'm
It
gonna
goes
need
right
you
to her
push
phone.
This button and do that.
You
Goes
send
right
a
to her
text message
phone.
to her cell phone. She replies on her
I
cell
know,
phone. You
I
get it
know,
on your
but-
radio.
I don't know that she can though.
That would be fun.
Yeah, she can. It goes
Can
to
she?
a gateway, and the gateway is the licensed operator.
Yeah,
SMS
SMS
GTE.
gateway for the carrier.
I got mine to work. I did a video. I still get people asking me about it. And it's like, oh man, that was like a year ago. I can't remember yesterday.
Well, the thing is, like, that's a little sketch, the gateway being the licensing holder. And that's like, everybody's like, DMR is not ham radio because it doesn't give your call sign the appropriate way via phone. Right. And then you say, well, what about CW? You can give it your call sign via CW, right? And they're like, well, that's the original digital mode. I'm like, so I can't use this digital
CW is
mode.
not even digital at all.
Right.
Isn't it
dumb.
classified in that section? No, actually, it's not.
It is. It's classified
It's in that
as
section
digital.
of the band plan, but it's not digital.
right.
Digital. It's not.
Right.
It's not binary.
That's
It's
why people
signaling
probably
just like
think
the
it
radio
is.
does.
It is.
Just like your voice. Yeah.
It's on.
No. To.
Kevin, we can have this discussion. We can do this. What are you
No,
doing
this
Monday
is-
night around,
this is about-
Nuggets time?
I'm really excited about Quartzfest. This is going to be really fun.
You've never been, right?
I've never been. And I've got my 100 amp hour battery hooked up, so I have 2 sets of batteries in the camper ready to go.
How much solar you got?
400 watts, and I have a spare one I can hook up on the outside. And I can charge my radio separately and not use the camper stuff because my
What,
wife gets kind of upset.
What batteries did you end up getting?
I've got the red audio
Okay.
and and I've got 2 lead acid batteries, which are not that good. They were good for a while, but now I've been shown the light.
I just went out my
I watched your
motorhome.
video
and
the
You've
it's-
been
other
shown
day.
the dark.
That was a good test you ran with the batteries on that.
Oh, thanks, Jim. Wasn't very
I
popular.
just
I didn't know that was posted. I have to go back and watch it because I remember
just-
talking to you about it.
Yeah,
I just
but
went out to my
watched
motorhome
Kevin's
today, and the
video.
batteries are like gone again. They've gone down like to nothing at least 3 times now. So they're no good.
That's not good for him. Yeah.
No, that is the advantage to the lithiums because they'll cut off, and I just have to shock
Yes.
them back on. You know, lithiums
Yes.
right now, not if you bought Battleborns, but if you bought other brands, are pretty close to the price of an AGM. They're within $100, I think now.
I don't know about all that.
AGM.
I mean,
like
I think that
$300,
I think the gap's closing more and more. But the big thing for me is that this, if you add up all the cycling and and how much juice you actually get out of it over time, it's much cheaper. But the initial cash outlay is different.
Oh, it's
but the other
expensive,
one, man,
yeah.
is you're gonna shat yourself carrying some of those giant lead acid batteries up and down the stairs or loading them in the car and all that
I have
stuff.
3 Group 31s in my motorhome. And
Is that
that's like
manly?
diesel
I
batteries.
don't know what that
They're
means, Group
huge.
It's the size and shape of the battery.
They're huge and heavy.
Jim Butt Out Men are talking.
And then you build yourself
No,
a
I
little
have
frame.
people from this
ouch.
jackass. I'm like, I don't know. Does it need a battery? Put one in. Here.
Do you know a Group 27? A Group 27
27
is a normal
Standard
big
car battery.
RV battery.
Oh,
Okay.
Actually, Walmart used to sell a Group 29. I had those one time. They lasted pretty good, actually, to tell you the truth. They're big and
There's
heavy.
like
you
though.
planning on
37
getting
standards
rid of-
in batteries.
Are you getting
Yeah.
rid of the lead acid in the trailer down the road? Is that where you're going with this thing, do you think?
oh, absolutely. With lead acid batteries, when you get the deep cycle ones, they're meant to do those long, drawn out pulls, like you would
Right.
for running your heater or whatever, and that's good. But the lithium just has that voltage capability to stay high. Everybody knows that, right? Where it's
Right.
and that makes a huge difference. When I did my comparison, I was running some different gear, and I could run the heat gun, I could run the furnace, the refrigerator, and I have a little one of those little LED dials that they show you with a light, from red to bad all the way up to a green is good. And that thing would usually on the lead acid batteries, I could turn on the inverter, the thing would drop down to 11 volts because of the 80 amps worth of load. 80 amps is a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Using the coffee maker. And the lithium battery, man, it just kept chugging. It never got below 12 volts.
Nice.
And that's huge.
Especially with the coffee maker. Because
The coffee maker pulls 80 amps.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it's way cool. You turn it on first thing in the morning.
They're 900 watts, man.
done.
Or
Yeah.
1,000 watts sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, coffee makers are not good on batteries.
well,
Not at all.
where's the microwave fall in there with the coffee maker? Because I think
That's
that
the same.
microwave would be a big
Removed
1500
from the RV.
Well, an RV one is usually it's a little bit less, like 1200 maybe. And I can't remember when I did that test. I showed what it was. I want to say it was 116 amps DC.
Well, you need a clean converter to inverter when you're using stuff like that coffee maker, right?
No
Like
way, man.
it's
Not the
expecting a
coffee
sine.
maker.
Well, it's
the
expecting a
microwave.
sine wave. It's expecting a sine wave in that thing, though, right?
It's not
Coffee
getting it.
maker's dumb.
What inverter? What
You've got
inverter?
a
do you use?
modified sign.
What
You don't
inverter
a
do you
pure
have?
Sign, right?
I
that.
just have a. Go ahead, Jim. What?
Your inverter. You said it was a modified sine wave inverter. Right?
Yeah, mine's a Krieger. It's before all the Bluetooth stuff, so it's not like it's a super fancy one, but it's a 3,000 watts. So my wife can do her curling iron and hair dryer and stuff like that.
Krieger
Those
from
get good.
Archer.
They get good.
You'll
they
never
get
see
good
this.
ratings.
I got this one sitting here. I haven't hooked it up or tried it out.
Holy
yet,
moly.
Oh
It's
yeah,
sitting here for. This is
he got a
supposedly a nice one.
440S.
Look at that.
Oh, wait a minute. This is the one we were talking about that night?
Thank you, Tom.
Much appreciated. Guys, I'm going to withdraw that one directly from the account.
He needs some milk.
That was
job,
that was
Todd.
Ape was talking
Todd,
about
thank you.
this, right?
Yeah,
Talking
but
about
Todd
what?
specifically mentioned that I was his salesperson.
Oh, I don't see salesperson in there at all.
Yeah, I was the one that brought it up.
Here's your commission. It's addressed to TO. I
is
understand
TO.
reading is hard for you folks.
I think it was Ape that brought that up. It wasn't you.
It was Ape,
They have another one. So far in the last probably
but he
week, I've
called
seen
it a
3 of them.
480 when he first. You called
I
it a
did.
480 to start with, though.
I think I'm
And
gonna
I was
call
You
it.
can't say
totally
totally right.
confused.
So, see,
I think
I'm
I said
saying-
430. I called it a 430. Is what I thought.
No, it was a
whips
480
Mama's
because I thought it
ass.
was what Kevin had. I was getting excited.
That's how we rolled, Dennis.
Big Dennis. Dennis, you want to ride down? Come on.
Is Dennis going?
I
Dennis,
doubt
are you
it.
going to Quartzfest?
I doubt it.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
if
once I
Dennis
get-
is not going to Quartzfest, we ought to invite him on the show Saturday since it's going to be me and Steve by ourselves.
He's not good Saturday mornings because he's drinking the bourbon on. He does it the bourbon
He doesn't like
drinking
to
on
get up
Friday.
early. Dennis's problem is at 7 o'clock in the morning, California time, is way too early.
Yeah,
for
he's not
Dennis.
old enough yet for that.
Yeah, Saturday is going to be
Right.
it's going to be a little light, right?
Yeah,
Did you guys pick a topic yet?
we did. We're going to do ham tools under. Steve said 25. I said 50, but
Jim's a big spender.
He is a big spender.
I got that pint of paper, baby.
I mean, he had
He
no
does,
problem
man. He
just
folded
putting
that stuff.
dropping that money on the flex the other night, man.
Dollar bill, dollar bill.
Jim, drop it on Toads. Is that Jim L40 or Jim I40?
Yeah, he's got a TS
TS
480.
480 for
Which
sale.
480 do you have, Jim? The HX or the?
40.
No.
The HX does
TS
not have the tuner.
HS or a tuner. It either has 200 watts or a tuner.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So which one do you have? The 200 watts or do you have the tuner?
He has a 200 watts.
200 watts.
I'd probably take that and then worry about tuning
know,
later.
He's
If
got the tuner.
when I bought my A57, the only thing I don't like about that radio, it doesn't have 2 and 70, but if I didn't know that was a 200 watt radio when I bought my A57, I probably would have bought one. And then when I got ready to buy one, they were like, you can't get them anymore.
Yeah.
Jason, I am waiting on the Flex. I contacted Flex today, and they found a couple of defective ECOs in the radio, and they're replacing them, and they expect to ship it out.
Isn't an ECO like a warrant officer on a ship or something?
Beats
I don't
me.
know what,
Kevin!
I don't know what an ECO is, so I just said
CO.
He's laughing
He's
at
thinking- he's thinking CO.
he had to turn himself off because he's laughing so hard about the flex not shipping.
that it's not booger.
He didn't want
It's not
Joe
bubble
Brett
came out.
capturing him.
Yeah.
I know what y'all boys do.
I have not seen Joe Brett in the chat, so
No,
he
I ain't
might be
seen
in
him
stealth mode.
He's
He might
busy.
be in stealth
He
mode.
might actually be working or something.
Hit the donut shack. Is he-
At the donut shack. They're in
The
Tupelo.
Donut Shack.
No, but that's
yeah,
good
that's
that
a-
they checked it out.
That's a cool radio. That's the same radio that Good Game used to use.
Yeah,
On his
yeah.
post
I think his
and
had the tuner. Though. I don't think he had the 200 watts.
See, they
No,
know
he
where
has
it's
a
going,
tuner.
and they know how grumpy Jim gets, so they want to make sure it's really, really good before it goes out the door.
Right.
Grumpy.
Well, they were like, he's on Coffee and Ham radios. We got to give this thing the white glove.
The white glove treatment.
Well, when
He
they call-
normally
when they-
Jim
when they call
prefers
you to be
the
on the show,
latex
you gotta
glove
get it
treatment,
right.
but this time he's getting the white glove treatment.
When they call you to be on the show, you got to get it right, man. Otherwise, they know Jim's going to lower the broom, as my buddy
Use
used
star
to say.
power.
Oh, Rob's
Hey, Todd.
engineering
Hey, Todd.
change orders. Okay, so it ought to be uptight.
Right up your alley.
Engineering change order.
Bobby
That's all I hate.
Ferguson.
I mean,
is
Chuck
saying
is
it.
providing wall-to-wall entertainment tonight. Leave me alone. Get off
Well,
my
what else do
lawn.
we got to cover, boys?
Get
We're
off the
starting.
lawn.
We're starting to
Hey,
bump up
Todd.
against it.
Hey, and Adam's just got in the thing. He's late.
What's up, Adam?
Adam, you
He's
going to
gonna be
Quartzfest?
and he's going to be late to Quartzfest too. Just saying.
He's supposedly isn't he giving a talk there? He's the kind of guy who gets to talk
No.
everywhere he goes. But this is an official
no,
one,
no,
though,
no.
isn't he?
Right.
No. I don't.
That'd be fun.
I don't think he's giving one there, but I think he is giving a talk someplace. I don't think it's
Maybe it's
Quartzfest.
Orlando.
I think it's Orlando. That's what it was.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he could have helped us out. 'Cause
Oh,
he knows-
nice. You'll be there.
Yep, Thursday through. Oh, wow. So something must have changed because he was supposed to leave.
Thursdays
early
today.
because
Thursdays today.
He had cert training or something
He's,
like that.
he's leaving
Next
the,
week.
he's leaving when he's arriving when Chuck gets there. I knew what I was trying to say.
So, Kevin, you're staying all week and coming
Yeah.
back like Saturday next week.
Yep. Next Sunday. Yep. There's some other
Sunday.
stuff we're going to do while we're there, so it'll be good
Yeah.
to make a big trip out of it.
What about you, Charles? You're coming back early.
Yeah, I just got a text from Javi. He's going to come back Friday morning, so somewhere in that area.
Are you guys driving together? Or?
Yeah, you know what I'm a grandpa again. My son's and his wife just had twins, and I'm going to spend the night at their house because it's about halfway, and then it's probably a little over halfway, and so I get to and they're a little early, so one of them came home yesterday, and hopefully the second one will be home by tomorrow. I guess we'll see.
So I missed the part where you said if you were riding together or not.
But then, well, I was getting to that. We're gonna meet up. Javi's staying at his son's house, which is it could be anywhere from 15 to 30, 40 minutes from my son's house. It's the next town over, so we're gonna hook up probably. The
You meet at the
is
Waffle House.
At the Waffle House. No, if we're gonna meet, we eat at my son's restaurant.
Oh, that's right. He's got that fancy pants place, don't he?
He's got a couple of them now. He's got a pizza joint, man. That place is. I gotta go there.
I could use some pizza right about now.
It's little. It's really
a
good
Miller
pizza
Lite.
too.
Some Miller Lite and some pizza. Nice slice of pepperoni.
Lon
Boy,
says I
that'd be
need
good.
to tell him how it happens. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know when he put that up there.
Oh, the twins. Tell them how that happens so you can either A, get more grandchildren or B,
Oh.
get less grandchildren.
Put the brakes on them grandkids. Christmas time.
So my son's
Right.
got 3 girls now.
I'm trying to retire, man.
Mm.
Kevin, I'm going to need the internet signal quality report when you get to Quartzfest because that'll help me determine how
Well, I
long
wanna-
I'm staying next year.
So you don't remember which brand that you bought? I saw a new brand. There's Wilson Antennas used to be the brand. They call them something else now. But there's another company out now.
Well,
that's
Tio, don't you have that Elon Musk
pretty good.
antenna?
I do.
So I mean, you should be fine with
you
that,
have
right?
Wi-Fi. You got your internet
I should
stuff.
be.
Oh, it should work great out there. There's no trees. Nothing
Kevin,
that
you
would
got
get
the
in your
Elon
way.
Musk. You got the Elon Musk antenna.
No, see, here's the thing. I know a few RVers that are staying in their RV, like ham groups, but they're RV YouTube groups. And it's so saturated with Starlink that it sucks for most people because
Oh, really?
they limit it on grids.
Oh boy,
It's
So
one of
they
those
get you.
things.
All them Starlink.
So it's like going to an NFL game and you can't call out because there's
They
so
didn't
many
tell you
people.
that when you bought that Starlink, did they, Tio?
No.
You just got to stay
no.
farther away, right?
I'm about to sell it. Want my
Well,
money
I guess
back.
I guess it's a grid
That
though.
stupid
It's
blue icon,
probably
too.
pretty big.
So I think they track that.
Mike has a very good point right here.
He don't know. And
Yeah,
I've
he
seen
does.
him drinking Miller Lite plenty.
I think Mike's been drinking tonight, man.
He might have
He's
been. See,
feisty.
here's the thing.
I've seen Mike in this.
All these
condition,
guys will
man.
rag on
He's
drinking
feisty.
Miller Lite, and then all of a sudden a picture comes up of them drinking Miller Lite somewhere in one of the chats.
Well,
What you
you
won't
know-
see me is drinking a bottle of Pissy Pants Porter that smells like old lady perfume or something like that. They ain't going to happen.
I think a lot of people will drink the beer they like and whatever's free. So if you're handing out free beer, I think
Listen,
I
some of
give the
these like
thermometer
people who
kinda
drink these
drops
like
down a
pecan pie or pecan praline flavored beer and all that stuff. I ain't gonna
Butter
do that. I don't care if-
pecan moonshine.
I don't care if it's free or not.
peanut butter in beer, no. Mm-mm.
I think I have MRD.
Yingling, Ed, that's a good choice. Yingling's good beer. I like PBR and I like Dos Equis.
Adam's
Those
getting there the
eggies.
day. Adam's getting there the day I leave. It looks like. Oh well,
No, that's the. Oh yeah.
What's
I
happening?
might stay. Who knows? There's a town close by. I might need more food.
Blythe.
But you want to load up before you get there because once you got that thing parked, you ain't. I guess you could ride your bicycle or your motorcycle out there, right?
I got my truck. I don't drive the trailer down.
You're not taking the 4Runner though, right?
Oh no, that thing wouldn't pull this trailer. My trailer probably weighs as much as Kevin's trailer, but it's probably half the size. It's pretty heavy.
Full of junk. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's just the way it's built. It's all
Yours
steel.
wasn't designed ultralight. Yeah.
Mine was. It's actually a car trailer.
Cargo trailer. Yeah. So it's got some
Well,
frame.
car trailer though. Racing car trailer.
Would you get it on discount or something like that?
No. I wish, man. It was expensive. I had it built. I had certain things built on it, and the basic trailer was expensive, and when you add parts to it, it gets even worse. Don't ask my wife. Hope she's not in here. I'll be hearing about that tonight.
Look at the Chuck's name. Who did that? Whoever did that, good job.
It was a long time ago.
I just saw that too.
I can't even read it, man. Horsepower T.
So what? We got anything else to cover here? Or are we gonna wrap it up? What's the
Chuck
story?
needs a bigger screen.
I don't know if I heard Red Summit's going to be there also.
Oh yeah, where'd you hear this?
And then
Like the informant, like on the old Dragnet.
I think he contacted Javi to see if Javi would take him up on the soda.
Dun.
You know how he likes sodas. That's I'll tell you what, that soda. I was a little. I mean, it's a road, and I was like, wow, this thing's really steep for a motorcycle. Even it's a walk up there. Not that I walked it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap this one up. Chuck's starting to repeat his stories.
Right.
Right.
I was up there on my nubs on my tires. It was like that. I'm leaning forward real good.
Well, I did learn not to lay
Happy now, Jim.
my radio was not on top of my motorcycle seat or anything like that because people will turn you in for that, even if you have portable everything. It's not
Get
allowed.
out.
You can't Yeah, it can't be within the.
You
Not
can
if it
get
wasn't on
turned
the
in,
ham stick, I
Chuck?
don't want to hear it.
What's that?
You can get turned in for that.
Well, when you do a video, it's like, am I really doing it on purpose? I didn't know. I didn't know any better. I was all portable, except that I used the tailgate of my truck for a table. Now I can take a table and use that, sitting next to my truck, but I can't use my truck table.
Yeah. There's rules, man. There's
There
rules. You
is.
got to
That's all
respect the
right.
rules.
They're just a little vague. It's, in the vicinity. What's in the vicinity mean? I
It's
guess
too
I
bad
was
that place is
in
not
the
POTA.
truck. It was POTA too, so I got POTA points if there was points.
He doubled down on them points.
It
Double.
was like 80 contacts in 50 minutes or something like that. Something like that.
Okay.
It's a great place.
All right. Well, thanks everybody in the chat. We totally appreciate it. We appreciate all the back and forth and the comments.
If you're
It's
there,
awesome.
look us up. Kevin will be glad to pour you one. I mean, shake
Chuck will
your
tell you-
hand.
Chuck will tell you a story.
Again.
Yeah, Chuck will tell you about the time he won the mud pool
The pool
up in Utah.
Oh, I did the
Whatever
mud
he was
thing
talking
too. That
about.
was
I don't know, I lost track.
I did that 1 year. That's too much
Tell-
cleanup.
so what year did you do it?
Oh, it's been a long time. I forget.